Hi, wrestling fans. Welcome to another exciting, action-packed hour of Smoky Mountain Wrestling. Professional wrestling the way it used to be and the way you like it. I'm Bob Caudle, and we got a great hour in store for all you wrestling fans this week. We're going to be seeing the stud stable in action, the Dirty White Boy. We'll also hear from Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff. We'll get an update on Brian Lee's condition from Bob Armstrong. And we've got another paid commercial from the evil one, Kevin Sullivan. And our main event, oh boy, what a main event. The Rock and Roll Express and Ronnie Garvin versus the Heavenly Bodies and Jim Cornette. My tag partner right here, Dutch Mantell.
Down and Dirty today, I taped some comments earlier in the day with Jimmy Cornette and the Heavenly Bodies concerning the match today with the Rock and Roll Express and Jimmy Garvin.
I bet he's worried.
Ronnie Garvin.
I bet he's worried.
Well, judge for yourself.
All right, fans, that and much more during this hour, so stay right with us. We're about ready now with the action. Let's go to the ring.
Fans, introducing first at a combined weight of 435 pounds, Robbie Eagle and Jeff Daniels.
Here they come, Bob. My good friends, and they should be your friends too. The Stud Stable, Robert Fuller, Jimmy Golden, my good friend.
Well, two of the roughest and toughest in professional wrestling. There's no doubt about that, Dutch. And when you say they're your good friends, I don't deny that after what happened last week. I won't talk about that later.
What did I do?
At a combined weight of 505 pounds from Tennessee, Robert Fuller and Jimmy Golden, the Stud Stable.
I was referring to last week when you did a little bit of refereeing up there, Dutch, and I'm not so sure.
Look, first of all,
was an
I am
impartial bit of refereeing on your
getting
part.
sick and tired of doing everything around here. I'm getting sick and tired. Whoa.
Well, here come the Fantastics, and wait, Dutch Mantell just said he had to go make a phone call. Guys, you want to put the headsets on? You put the headsets on.
Yes, sir.
I've got the Fantastics right here with me.
You know, Bob, I hate to barge in, even on Dutch and you, as you're speaking to all these great fans out there at Smoky Mountain Wrestling, but I felt he barged in the ring last week, right here. You know, the referee got knocked down, accidentally knocked him down, almost tore his knee out, I understand. But right now, the people can see in the ring, Golden and Fuller. We had those two fellas beat, but Dutch came in the ring to referee, and he said that he did a great job officiating. But my brother's got some other words for
do you think he did that on purpose?
Well, the only thing I know is I was up on that top rope, and I had Jimmy Golden dead in my sights. I came off the top rope. I was in midair. I saw Dutch Mantell reach out and pull Golden away and took the victory from us.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Bobby.
Well, I want to tell you something right now. You know, Dutch Mantell, now he's claimed that he did it accidentally, Bob Caudle, and I'm sure that the people can see on videotape, they can play it back, you know. We've been told by some of the other wrestlers, Tim Horner, Dixie Dynamite, some of them that seen it in the back, they said that they seen Dutch Mantell actually reach out and grab a hold of Golden and pull him out of the way. We would have had those guys beat 1, 2, 3, but hey, I hate to cry sour grapes, but let me tell you something. Fuller, Golden, and Mantell, they definitely pulled something over on the Fantastics last week.
All right, and of course, I know you guys are looking forward to Thanksgiving Thunder.
That's right. That's right.
Guys,
you know,
right?
I'll tell you one thing. Thanksgiving Thunder, you know, that's what it's coming down to here in Smoky Mountain Wrestling and the Fantastics. You know, Bob, we like a good fight, and I think we've proven that to all the fans here of Smoky Mountain Wrestling in the past. Fuller and Golden, they're dishing out a lot of punishment up on these boys right now in the ring. But let me tell you something. Dynamite comes in small packages, and that's what's going to happen Thanksgiving Thunder when the Fantastics get a hold of them. And hey, if Dutch Mantell wants to stick his nose in the ring, then he's more than welcome, because let me tell you something right now. We're going to put something on him that Ajax ain't going to be able to take off Thanksgiving Thunder.
Fans, that's going to be something to behold. And Bobby, we've got a great matchup of matches for Thanksgiving Thunder, and I know that it's really been building between the Stud Stable and the Fantastics. It's been going on now for some time. Well, it's got to come to a head.
It does. It's got to come to a head, and that's what's happened in Thanksgiving Thunder. You know, last week what the fans seen was one of the great dream matches that Smoky Mountain Wrestling is bringing to fans. And hey, we were actually looking forward to it because a couple of weeks ago back, Jackie and I got a chance to get in the ring. Look at these guys. Now they're working on his arm. They're doing wrestling moves, and hey, they didn't do that to us last week. It was a little different story.
All right, fans, the Fantastics right here with us at ringside. Thank you. Bobby and Jackie Fulton, the Fantastics, hands raised high in the air there of the winners of the match, the Stud Stable over Robbie Eagle and Jeff Daniels. They got Daniels down on the mat and with that arm, and you saw Fuller who really put the pressure to it. And we can go back and look at that again. He had the arm when he reached back. He got the leverage on it. He got the pressure to it. The referee said, hey, ring the bell. Daniels, nothing he could do but give on that. And right now, fans, let's see what happened last week when Dutch took over for the injured referee. Let's go back and watch that right now.
He can throw back up in the ring where my man can manhandle Mr. Tim Horner.
All right, the referee's down in the ring right now. You saw
referee
Bobby went right into the referee, and the referee's out. Dutch, he's down on the floor right now.
Where's that other referee? Where's that other referee?
We need to get him in the ring right now. We got all four guys in the ring. It's wild right now with no referee in there. They're doing that, dirty white boy. All four of them in the ring.
Wait a minute,
no
Bob.
referee.
Look, I'm going to go to the ring. Do I have to do everything around here myself? I'm going to go to the ring. This match is too important without a referee.
What do you mean you're going? Dutch going. Well, Dutch, you're no referee, Dutch. What the heck is Dutch doing going up there? He's going up there to try to get a little order, I hope, restored in this match up there. You see Dutch fans climbing right up in the ring. You got all four of them. And he stopped. Oh, the heavens. He grabbed Fuller by the arm, and Fuller got cocked with the right hand. He got between them, and Golden goes down from the right. Golden goes down from a big boot over in the corner. And Bobby Fuller just kicking and stomping and flailing away at Robert Fuller. Hey, wait a minute. Did
you see the quickness? Did you see the quickness of Jimmy Golden?
Did he do that on purpose?
Did you? Oh, now right there is a true referee. And the quickness of Jimmy Golden. I can't believe it. It's beautiful.
He jerked beautiful.
Ron, what do you think?
Did he do that on purpose? I don't know, fans. We'll be back. All right, fans and women, right now.
I don't want to talk to you. I want Dutch Mantel out here. I want a real #1 commentator out here, not a little swanly fella like you to talk to.
Somebody that can get in the ring and go 1, 2, 3 and give you a win, I guess. You ought to get down and really thank this guy.
Let me say one thing. I had to make a phone call, and I wish them fantastic to stay out here so I could whoop both of them at the same time. They run off like the yellow egg-sucking dogs they are.
Dutch, I want to make a proposal to you, but I want to say this before I say anything else. This man right here has got potential to be the best referee that ever climbed in a square circle. I know how he wrestles. I know what his career's been made of. Dutch Mantel is not only a great athlete, he's a serious friend of mine. Dutch, I want to tell you, this don't mean now, if you accept this, that you have to stop commentating, because, brother, without your commentary, this Smoky Mountain would be garbage, that's for sure. But Dutch, what it is, me and Jimmy talked it over. We said, you're the man of the hour. We want you to be part of our stable. We want you to come in. You'll have all the privileges that me and Jimmy have of a stable member. And Dutch, this right here is to prove exactly the way I feel. Tennessee Stud, that's out of the way right there, baby. And I want you to have it, Dutch. Put it in. I guess that's our answer. Jimmy. Dutch,
I accept. You know, Bob, this is one of the greatest days of my life, and I am proud and honored to be a part of it.
Fans, we'll be back right after this. All right, fans, and with us right now, here's Smoky Mountain Commissioner Bob Armstrong. Commissioner, I know that you have spent many, many hours this past week thinking about what happened, what Kevin Sullivan did to Brian Lee right here on Smoky Mountain Wrestling last week.
That's right. I've given it a lot of thought, and I just want all the fans to know that Brian Lee is recovering, but it's going to be a slow recovery because the boy was injured pretty badly. So he's going to come back, and I've got a few words from him. We sent our camera crew out to his home, and he's got a few words for the fan. And if you want to, Bob, we'll listen to those comments now.
Since the first day I stepped in the ring to become a professional wrestler, I never in my wildest dreams thought I'd be sitting in a bed like this. Face beat up, ribs broken, and all because of you, Kevin Sullivan. You know, when you're 6'6", 280 pounds like I am, you never figure on being hurt, or at least to where you can't wrestle anymore. I tell you what, the only reason I'm here today is because I had a guardian angel over me. And Kevin Sullivan, you better start praying and hope that the same thing's looking over you that was looking over me. Because the next time we come face to face, it's not going to be prime time stretched out. It's going to be you.
You know, Bob, when Thanksgiving thunder rolls, it's going to be a sound heard around the world, because I've got a man coming in for the master Kevin Sullivan. The monster returns, the Mongolian stomper. And Kevin Sullivan, you're going to feel the sting of that boot on your chest, brother. You'll carry the imprint of that size 14 Mongolian stomping boot on your chest for the rest of your life. Now, I can't tell you how bad this Mongolian stomper is, but I've got some film here of the Mongolian stomper beating one of the top stars in the sport today, the King Jerry Lawler, in his own hometown of Memphis, Tennessee, right in the middle of 1, 2, 3. And this is for you, Master Kevin Sullivan, and all your followers. A picture's worth 1,000 words, so watch this film and weep. Thanksgiving thunder will roll over you.
Floor of a jam-packed Mid-South Coliseum with better than 11,500 people crammed in. We're ready to go with the main event of this evening, the NWA Southern Heavyweight Championship bout, as ordered by Sam Munchnick, president of the National Wrestling Alliance. The belt held up by Mr. Munchnick. A return match demanded, and this evening, the King of Memphis, Jerry Lawler, on the right-hand side, challenging against the most recent holder of the belt, the 271-pound giant from Mongolia, Temujin, and his manager, Bearcat Wright. After a disputed match previously, Lawler looks like his head was split open, maybe when he hit a chair going down on the outside of the ring, and then the stomper really busted him open. Jackie Fargo around trying to help Jerry up to make that 10 count, and the stomper will not let him get back in the ring as referee Dave Ferguson threatens him with disqualification. Jerry Lawler, really decked as the stomper gunned him with a right hand. Lawler in pain, both wrestlers bleeding, and the stomper trying to follow up his attack on Lawler as Wright comes to the ring apron, screaming instructions at his athlete. Specially appointed referee Dave Ferguson comes in to warn the stomper about using the hair, and it does very little good as he slams Lawler's head back and forth. Lawler grabs him, and with Jackie Fargo leading the cheerleading, slams him into the turnbuckle. And both wrestlers flat on the floor. There comes Bearcat Wright to the ring apron. Jackie Fargo trying to hold him out of the ring as referee Dave Ferguson is trying to get them both back. The Mongolian stomper apparently makes an adjustment in his boot. And he unlaces Lawler with a mighty right foot. He covers him. Count of 1, 2, 3. And the stomper, with his head bloodied, has his hands raised, and the NWA Southern Heavyweight Championship belt belongs once again to the Mongolian stomper and his...
Fans, this next tape is a paid commercial announcement. Smoky Mountain Wrestling is not responsible and does not necessarily condone any viewpoints expressed by Kevin Sullivan. So right now, let's go to that tape.
Brian Lee, they say myself and my followers are heartless, but this week we bring you good news. A man can live without a spleen. Brian Lee. You see, Thanksgiving thunder is coming. Commissioner Armstrong, you brought in the Mongolian stomper, a man whose race tried to eradicate everybody in Asia. A man that put fear in every wrestler's heart throughout the United States. Fear. Well, shut up. Get down from there. Get down. You see, and I like him, Commissioner. There's a point in a man's life when everything is taken from him. You thought you were just like the rest of the organizations. Strip him, send him away, put him in the closet, and forget about him because he's too violent. Well, Thanksgiving Thunder, Stamper, at one time you were a violent man. At one time you were a warrior. At one time ice ran through your veins. Thanksgiving Thunder, I'm gonna add you as a notch around the rest of my family's neck. You see, we'll all be there, Stamper. They'll all be there. And you see, my people, they believe in me. You can't believe in that commissioner. Ask Brian Lee.
Fans, Smoky Mountain Wrestling is coming live to Pippa Passes, Kentucky on Friday, December the 11th at 8 p.m. You'll see the Rock and Roll Express, Ronnie Garvin, the Mongolian Stomper, Kevin Sullivan, the Heavenly Bodies, Paul Orndorff, and more in Pippa Passes. Be sure to be watching Your Mountain Television, WYMT, for more details. Also, Smoky Mountain Wrestling coming to Barberville Friday, December the 4th at the Knox Central High School at 8 p.m. Clearfield, Tennessee at the Clearfield Elementary School, Monday, November the 23rd at 7 p.m. All the stars of Smoky Mountain Wrestling in 10 big matches. All seats only $6 in Clearfield. And it's Thanksgiving Thunder coming to Hazard, Kentucky at the Memorial Gym Thanksgiving night, November the 26th at 7:30. It's WYMT night. All kids 12 and under get in for only 57 cents. You'll see Paul Orndorff against Dixie Dynamite. The Fantastics take on Dutch Mantell and Jimmy Golden. It's a lumberjack match, White Light and Tim Horner against the Dirty White Boy. A 12-man pick the winner battle royal. One fan will win a portable stereo. And also a match where falls count anywhere in the building between these guys, the Rock and Roll Express and the Heavenly Bodies.
That's right, falls count anywhere. Jimmy Cornette, get your Heavenly Bodies, get them all fired up. Bring them on down, and me and brothers can do one thing, take care of the Heavenly Bodies.
That's right. Before I get into this, I want to thank Channel 57, because I want all the parents out there to listen. Bring your kids on down here tonight at Hazard. Thanksgiving night, because all of them get in for 57 cents if you're under 12 years old. But to get back to what I'm talking about is you, Jimmy Cornette. This right here, falls count anywhere in the building. Maybe even outside, Jimmy Cornette, because that's probably be running after your Heavenly Bodies, the great tag team that you say they are. But you know one thing that's on our mind, Jimmy Cornette, and that is to be the Smoky Mountain Tag Team Heavyweight Champions, baby, and that's what we're going to do. You see, Jimmy Cornette, you have done a lot of things for the Rock and Roll Express. Now it's payback time. Right here in Hazard, Kentucky, falls count anywhere. And remember one thing, Jimmy Cornette. Remember one thing, Jimmy. You're going to be out there, and we're going to get our hands on you, too.
Yeah. All right, fans, right here with me, Nitro Danny Davis, the man with the hands of stone, Ronnie Garvin. Hey, I know you guys are pumped already about Thanksgiving Thunder and the handicap.
Let me tell you something. Thanksgiving Thunder is going to be one fantastic week for myself. You know, because Paula Orndorff let his hummingbird mouth. Oh, I'm telling you something. I just can't wait, because we got that handicap match. And, you know, even if I was in a body cast with Ronnie Garvin as my partner, I would still come out on top.
All right, Ronnie, what about that? I know you're looking forward to it also.
I'm looking forward to it. I told you I was going to drive that guy nuts. Yeah. Well, Paula, she's going out of her mind, completely out of her mind. Now, how do you like this new roll? Doesn't it look beautiful? It looks great. Ronnie, that looks very good on you. Now, I'll tell you what. I've always given something to the fans. I've gave towels and stuff like that. Well, I'm going to raffle this one here today. We're going to raffle this robe here and have somebody win it. So that's what we're going to do on this program. We're going to have a raffle a little later on.
All right, fans, we look forward to that. Right now, let's go to the ring.
Fans, introducing from Reno, Nevada, 228 pounds, Reno Riggins.
All right, Reno Riggins in the ring, fans, and of course, you know what this means. And here comes a guy. I look over there and I see this guy. Look at him sort of strutting along, and he's making Mr. Ron Wright roll himself out of here. You think
think the little ego part there on the part of the Dirty White Boy, Dutch?
Well, I think what it means is Mr. Wright is getting a lot better, and now all the White Boy's doing is doing some rehabilitation with Mr. Wright, getting some exercise.
Fans introducing the current Smoky Mountain heavyweight champion from Bucksnort, Tennessee, 248 pounds, the Dirty White Boy.
There he is, fans, the Smoky Mountain champion, the Dirty White Boy.
He is accompanied to the ring tonight by his manager, Mr. Ron Wright.
Wait a minute.
Where is this? Bucksnort, Tennessee, right?
Bucksnort, Tennessee is where the White Boy calls home. And first of all, I have told that ring announcer, Brian Matthews, the voice of FM 94 in Marion, Virginia. I've told him several times he refers to Mr. Wright not as Mr. Wright, but the legendary Mr. Wright.
All right, and Reno Riggins down on the mat being kicked and stomped by the Dirty White Boy. The White Boy came charging right out at him. And say, all you fans in Knoxville now, remember you can get 2 free tickets to Thanksgiving Thunder and 25% off any new monthly rental at any Spectrum Rents location. That 20-inch color TV worth almost $500 will go to a lucky fan on November 29th. And here is Nitro Danny Davis right back out here with us. Let's get this mic on. Nitro, what you got in the bag?
Well, this right here is the robe that we're going to raffle off later, so I want you to keep an eye on it and be sure not let anyone get their hands on it, okay?
All right, we'll put it right
I'm
there.
going to leave it right there with you.
Okay, all right. How about that, Dutch? We got the robe, and they're going to raffle that off later.
They can't raffle something off. They don't own it. That is stealing, and that's getting rid of
they're going to give it to somebody.
That's selling stolen goods. You can go to jail for that, Bob Caudle.
Oh, the Dirty White Boy.
Let me ask you something. What did the Fantastic say about me?
The Fantastic?
I had to make a phone call. Don't read United States. But what did the Fantastic say about me?
I tell you, Dutch, you wasn't very complimentary.
They didn't say it to my face, did they?
Yeah, they didn't say anything good about you. Let me put it that way.
If I get those Fantastics in the ring, I'm going to whoop them like the low-life, egg-sucking dogs that they are. They've made me mad. I'm getting tired of Smoky Mountain Wrestling anyway. I got to announce, I got to commentate, I got to wrestle, I got to help put the ring up, and now, added to my already overburdened duties, I got to go referee.
Look at the White Boy. He just really mauls Reno Riggins in the ring. He gets him back into the ropes. He goes to the eyes, into the face, ripping and clawing at him. Dutch, I want to apologize to all the fans again for the remarks earlier by Kevin Sullivan. His whole grudge against Smoky Mountain Wrestling stems from the fact that he was turned down by Armstrong to wrestle here, but he's been banned everywhere.
See, I think this whole deal can be laid at Bob Armstrong's doorstep. All of this.
All right, the Dirty White Boy just really working over Reno Riggins. You know, I think the White Boy is upset about this upcoming lumberjack match with Tim Horner, but he said he'll have 4 of his friends,
I might
his
be
friends at ringside to offset 400. You mean you might be out there too?
I might be if I want to. I do what I want to do. Nobody tells me
Dutch,
what to do.
what
Nobody
is it?
can.
All right, now let me ask you this. Look at the White Boy. Riggins will not get up from that. 1, 2, 3. What a power move by the Dirty White Boy.
Here is your winner of the match, the Dirty White Boy.
Now what is that?
Hey, here's Tim Horner. From behind now, goes right after the Dirty White Boy, slams into the turnbuckle. We got 3 or 4 guys around the ring down there too.
There's some guys around the ring. There's Dixie Dynamite. There's that dadgum Bobby Fulton.
Bobby Fulton's down here. Hey, they throwing him right back in.
Hey,
we got a lumberjack match going right now.
This is not right. This is not fair.
It'll be even wilder than this at Thanksgiving Thunder when you get 8 guys around the ring.
Look, he should be able to lead. This is not a lumberjack match.
Throw him right back in there again, right back to face Horner. Horner from behind is going to roll him up.
No! He is not a referee!
Dixie Dynamite counted him out.
Dixie Dynamite is not a referee!
We'll be back, fans, right after this.
That's not fair! Where's Bob Armstrong? Look at Mr. Wright going out. Oh, where is Armstrong at?
WYMT invites you to attend Smoky Mountain Wrestling's Thanksgiving Thunder Thursday, November the 26th at Memorial Gym in Hazard. Jim Cornette's Heavenly Bodies defend the tag titles against the Rock and Roll Express and Falls Count anywhere in the building. Tim Horner faces the Dirty White Boy in a lumberjack match for the title. Kevin Sullivan faces the Mongolian Stomper returning to Hazard. A Pick the Winner Battle Royal. One lucky fan will win a portable stereo. 4 more matches. Kids under 12 get in for only 57 cents. That's Thanksgiving night in Hazard.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Down and Dirty with Dutch. I'm Dutch Mantell, and you're not. I am back here today on this special segment in the dressing room area. I want to get Jim Cornette's comments on the upcoming match today between the Heavenly Bodies and Jim Cornette. Jim Cornette will be in the ring today against the Rock and Roll Express and Ronnie Garvin. Now, Jimmy, I know you're not in a very happy mood. We'd just like to get some of your comments for the fans at home.
Oh, I got comments, all right. I got comments. This is a con job. Pure and simple is exactly what it is. Everybody out there knows I don't belong in a professional wrestling ring. I'm not an athlete. I shouldn't be forced to wrestle. Sure, the Heavenly Bodies, they can take care of themselves, but now they got to worry about taking care of me, too, and it's all a con job. It's so crystal clear. Because first the Rock and Roll Express comes up with this 4 Faces of Fear challenge at Thanksgiving Thunder. The 4 most dangerous kind of matches in wrestling, 4 days in a row, never been done, and now they're trying to chicken out of it. Now they got to have some kind of advantage. So they go to Bob Armstrong and say they make up this dream match. Yeah, dream match, right. Yeah, people writing in, signing matches, booking matches. What it actually boils down to is they needed an advantage. They knew if they got me in the ring, then they'd have that advantage. So they dreamed up this con, and then Bob Armstrong said, well, it's a conflict of interest for me to wrestle. I'm the commissioner. I'll sign Ronnie Garvin, a psychopathic, homicidal, maniac, serial killer that would just as soon inflict pain on somebody as look at him. I'll tell you what a conflict of interest is, Bob Armstrong. A conflict of interest is you dragging your old geriatric 184-year-old retirement home, Geritol for lunch bunch, back in there and getting it broken. That's what conflict of interest is. But let me tell you something. That's okay. Hey, that's okay, Dutch. I'm going to stand up. That's okay. Because you see, we're going to be all right. Because you see, Rock and Roll Express, I don't know what we're going to do, but we're going to do something. You ain't going to get your hands on me. They think that if they put me out of commission, if I'm not there at ringside at Thanksgiving Thunder to lead my men on to victory, then they're going to have an advantage. If I'm not there to provide moral support, they're going to have an advantage. Well, they would, but I'm going to be there. But Rock and Roll, I'll tell you who's got an advantage. We do, brother. Robert Gibson, that hand ain't 100%. I know it. They know it. And you know it. Ricky Morton, maybe something might happen to you before Thanksgiving Thunder comes around that indicates that you're not 100% either. I don't know what that might be, but we'll think of something. The 4 most dangerous kind of matches in professional wrestling, 4 days in a row. The 4 Faces of Fear, and I can assure you, Rock and Roll Express, I don't know when it's going to happen. I don't know where it's going to happen. I don't know exactly what point, but I do know it's going to happen. You're going to look at the face of fear. And you're going to look at it just like it's staring back from a mirror. You're going to see what that looks like, brother. Because there's one thing that's certain above all else. Nobody, but nobody, can go through 4 matches like this 4 days in a row without getting hurt. So at some point, somebody's going to get hurt real bad. And we plan on it being you. That's why we've accepted the risk. Either we get rid of you or you get rid of us, but one way or another it's going to be settled. Hazard, Kentucky, Thanksgiving night, November 26th. Falls Count anywhere. You know what that means? That means it's not only legal to wrestle inside the ring, but outside the ring as well. You can go anywhere you want to go. In the lobby, the parking lot, the aisleway, concession stand, women's toilet, makes no difference. When somebody's back hits a flat surface and he gets counted down for 3, that's when the match is over with. Then Friday night, November 27th, Welch, West Virginia, Texas death match. Pure and simple, the rules are this. Falls don't count. When a guy gets pinned, then he's got a 30-second rest period. And then the bell rings for the next fall. Could go 4 falls or 40. Guy's got a 10 count to make it to his feet and answer the bell. And brother, if he don't answer the bell, that means he can't continue. And that means he's been beat so bad that he can't get up. And the match goes until one man can't continue, because in a Texas death match, there's no time limit, no disqualification, no stopping the match. Then Freedom Hall, Johnson City, Saturday night, November 28th, our personal favorite, Smoky Mountain Street Fight. That's not even a wrestling match. You don't even get dressed to wrestle. You wear your street clothes, you wear your boots, your big belts, your big leather belts with the big belt buckles. You wear everything, you stick everything in your pockets you can stick in, and anything you can drag to the ring, brother, it's legal to use, because that's exactly what it is, a street fight. Ask the Fantastics how bad the Heavenly Bodies are in a street fight, brother, and you'll find out. That's in Johnson City. And then to top it all off, save the best for last, Knoxville, Tennessee, November 29th, Sunday afternoon. A barbed wire cage match. The ring entirely surrounded by a cage made out of 4-pronged barbed wire. When you get inside that thing, brother, and that door closes, there's no way for anybody else to get in or for you to get out unless you want to look like a stack of presidential memos the night before the Watergate trial. 4-pronged barbed wire, brother. And that's what's going to come down to. So at one point, Rock and Roll Express, you're going to look at the face of fear. And then you're going to look at the referee. Because when the heavenly bodies are on top of you, beating your stinking brains out, when maybe your teeth are lolling around in your mouth like chiclets, and you got a broken bone or your head's busted open, you're going to look at that referee and you're going to say, please, referee, please stop the match. Please pull him off of us. Please don't let this carnage go on any longer. And that referee's going to look at you, Rock and Roll, and he's going to say, I can't stop the match. I don't have the authority because you asked for it to be that way. And so then you're going to turn, you're going to look at me. And you're going to say, Jim Cornette, that blood's going to be running down your face mixing with those tears. Jim Cornette, please stop the match. Please call him off of us. Please, we can't take the torture anymore. And I'm going to look at you, Rock and Roll, and I'm going to say, I can't call him off of you. I can't stop it because you asked for it to be that way. You were stupid enough, and I don't feel sorry for stupid people. And then when we're standing there with our hands in the air, brother, and that championship belt across our shoulders, and all those genetic defects are booing us, but recognizing us as the greatest tag team of all time, and you're laying there face down in a pool of your own blood, beaten, broken, and disgusted. Rock and Roll Express, you will realize that you have seen the face of fear, and it was the heavenly bodies. Thanksgiving Thunder, 4 faces of fear. Rock and Roll Express, your future is looking very, very dim. Okay, fans, that's it. I thought Jimmy Cornette was worried, but he's got his confidence back. Stay tuned. The big 6-man tag on its way.
All right, fans, and we'll be right now. Here is Mr. Wonderful himself, Paul Orndorff. Paul, earlier we talked to Nitro Danny Davis and the man with the hands of stone, Ronnie Garvin, about this handicap match coming up.
Well, let me tell you something right now. I don't ever remember saying I'd wrestle them both. I don't know what the Smoky Mountain Wrestling's tried to do, but they've tried to do everything that they can to try to hold Mr. Wonderful down. And you know something else? I can't believe that Ronnie Garvin and that Nitro Danny Midget brought my robe and brought it back to me. You know something? This robe right here. No, I don't care what they're going to do. I was watching back there. I knew exactly what they had in the bag. This robe here made Mr. Wonderful what he is today. The fame, the fortune, I've worn this everywhere. This is what made me famous. And I don't mind telling you right now that with just a little bit of work, just a little bit of sewing, that I can wear my robe again. And I'll tell you, it's going to be a happy day when Mr. Wonderful walks out there in this beautiful $15,000 robe. $15,000 robe, brother. That's what it's all about.
What in the world? Whoa,
what a dress! Where's the dick come from? This ain't my room.
He has completely lost it. The guy's gone mad. The guy's gone wild. It's a negligee. I don't have it, Paul. I don't have it. I don't have it. In the ring. Let's go up to the ring. There, look who's in the ring behind you. There, we got Nitro Danny Davis in the ring. And there he is.
$1,000 robe.
Miss Paula.
This is a bunch of garbage.
Listen to the guys up there, Paul.
Miss Paula. Yoo-hoo. Yoo-hoo. Do you have the panties to match? You're so gorgeous.
Come on, man. This is right, man. I'm going to lose it. Where's my robe?
There it is. There's the robe. There it is, Paul. And there goes Orndorff now charging toward the ring. Out go Garvin and Davis. All right, fans, right now, let's hear this about Thanksgiving Thunder.
The Smoky Mountain Wrestling Thanksgiving Thunder Tour is coming near you Thursday, November the 26th in Hazard, Kentucky at the Memorial Gym. Friday, November the 27th in Welch, West Virginia at the National Guard Armory. Saturday, November the 28th in the Freedom Hall in Johnson City. And Sunday afternoon, November the 29th in Knoxville at the Coliseum. The feature event, a Pick the Winner Battle Royal. One lucky fan will win a prize, such as a VCR, color TV, or stereo. Tag team titles on the line in the 4 Faces of Fear. The Rock and Roll Express versus the Heavenly Bodies. Thursday in Hazard Falls, Count Anywhere. Friday in Welch, West Virginia, a Texas death match. Saturday in Johnson City, a Smoky Mountain street fight. And Sunday in the Knoxville Coliseum, a barbed wire cage match. Don't miss this challenge of the 4 Faces of Fear. Also, Dirty White Boy defends the heavyweight title against Tim Horner in a lumberjack match. Selected cities on the tour will see Kevin Sullivan take on the Mongolian Stomper. Paul Orndorff versus Ronnie Garvin and Danny Davis in a handicap match. The Fantastics take on Robert Fuller and Jimmy Gold in the Stud Stable, and more at each stop on the tour. Thanksgiving Thunder is coming. Don't miss it.
Dutch, you did great on a dream match last week. You want to try it again?
Yeah, I'll do it again. How do you like my new jacket, courtesy of Robert Fuller?
I don't think much
anyway,
of that.
this week's dream match winner is Michael Sutherland of Morristown, Tennessee. Michael wins a package of Smoky Mountain Wrestling souvenirs worth over $50 and is eligible as all the other entrants for the grand prize, a trip to Thanksgiving Thunder in Knoxville, November the 29th, a limousine, hotel, tickets, and dinner with his favorite wrestler and more. Now, let's go to the ring, Bob.
All right, fans, our dream match coming right here. We got a 6-man going for us. Rock and Roll with Ronnie Garvin, the Heavenly Bodies, and Jim Cornette. And I'm not sure, are they having to push Cornette in?
Oh, no, they're not having to push Jimmy Cornette anywhere. Jimmy Cornette does not have to be pushed. Jimmy Cornette is a man, a strategist. He has a mind for wrestling. And I doubt very seriously if Stan Lane and Tom Pritchard have to push him into the ring. Where did you get that?
The Smoky Mountain Tag Team Champions, fans, and there they are, the Heavenly Bodies. And, of course, always in their corner, you got Jim Cornette.
Fans introducing at a combined weight of 680 pounds, Stan Lane and Tom Pritchard, the Heavenly Bodies, and their tag team partner for tonight, Jim Cornette.
All right, Dutch, are they going to be at a little disadvantage with Cornette as a tag partner?
Well, I don't think they'll be at a disadvantage. I've always said that Cornette brings the best prepared team to the ring, and I think today is no exception.
All right, and look at this team as they come bursting into the ring area. Rock and Roll, Ricky Moore, hey, and Cornette right away, something in the eyes of Morton. Morton flailing around, something right in the eyes. And we'll be back, fans. Don't go away. We'll be back right after
Robert Gibson's down. No, Ricky Morton.
WIMT invites you to attend Smoky Mountain Wrestling's Thanksgiving Thunder Thursday, November the 26th at Memorial Gym in Hazard. Jim Cornette's Heavenly Bodies defend the tag titles against the Rock and Roll Express and Falls Count anywhere in the building. Tim Horner faces the Dirty White Boy in a lumberjack match for the title. Kevin Sullivan faces the Mongolian Stomper returning to Hazard. A Pick the Winner Battle Royal. One lucky fan will win a portable stereo. 4 more matches. Kids under 12 get in for only 57 cents. That's Thanksgiving night in Hazard.
All right, and there you see something, and I don't know what that was, but it's some kind of spray out of the can that Cornette got right into the eyes of Ricky Morton.
Hey! Hey! Robert Gibson's mother is a deaf mute, and Robert Gibson is a cripple, and Ricky Morton's blind. The only way they'll be able to tell when one another are around is by smell, and that won't be too hard, because they all stink.
Well, I guess we heard that.
All right.
Now look at those morons out there. Look at those morons.
Parading around the ring. Well, here comes Robert Gibson, and here comes Ronnie Garvin, and there's the bell. Well, and it's going to be Gibson and Garvin in there.
But they've come back without Ricky Morton. Obviously, Ricky Morton injured in the back.
But they've come back with enough of pin-up anger and determination and desire. I'd hate to be in the ring if there was 6 of me against these 2, Dutch.
Well, this match was originally scheduled to have Bob Armstrong in it. He changed his mind, said a conflict of interest. Therefore, that's why we see Ronnie Garvin in there right now.
I think Cornette's plan had to be to injure one of the Rock and Roll Express before the 4 Faces of Fear challenge begins at Thanksgiving Thunder. I think that had to be what Cornette was trying to do. There's Gibson now with Tom Pritchard.
I'm going to try to get word to see how Ricky Morton is back in the dressing room, and somebody will bring me word out here.
Garvin is holding Pritchard right back against the ropes. Gibson with those big right hands. He's going to bring him back as Gibson is going to be whipped across the ring into the ropes. Pritchard got over him. Look at that right hand, though, coming back by Gibson.
Yeah, but see, he's not punching him with his left because his left hand is injured.
Well, Dutch, we talk about the four faces of fear. Thanks to Thunder.
A rake across the back by Garvin.
Why not? After what they did to Gibson.
Now, let me say one thing. Ronnie Garvin is a street fighter.
This Thanksgiving Thunder, the four faces of fear, Dutch, a series of matches that's never before been attempted. Anything could happen on any given night, and the tag belts are on the line every single one of those matches.
Every night. They're talking about Texas death match, falls down anywhere in the building match, a Smoky Mountain street fight, and a barbed wire cage match.
Look at Garvin. He may have him pinned. Oh, a counter two. Yeah, here comes Lane in after that tap. They're going to double team Garvin now over near their corner. Garvin needs to get back over toward his own corner where he can make a tag over to Gibson. He's going to be caught in the corner by Lane as Lane was throwing those blows to the midsection, ripping at the eyes. Now he takes him to the corner.
Now Pritchard back in the ring. Did you see Stan Lane was all business over there in the corner? They know that Ronnie Garvin is a tough competitor, former NWA World Heavyweight Champion, and they know that he is not an easy mark to take down. But now they finally got him on the mat, and that's exactly where they want Ronnie Garvin. They want him down.
Well, from the mat and down on his back, he doesn't have a lot of power in that right hand of his. If he goes to throw it, and here's Pritchard now stomping and kicking away at Ronnie Garvin as Garvin is still flat on the mat over near the corner. Pritchard going to raise him up. And don't forget, they are handicapped in this match due to the fact that Ricky Morton got shot right in the eyes. And Dutch, we still don't know what that was.
No, we don't know what it was, but Jim Cornette, it was a strategic move on his part to neutralize one of the three opponents they had over there. It could have been any one of them. I guess Morton just happened to come through there first, and he suffered the brunt of the attack.
And I'm sure that Jim Cornette feels a lot better about this being 3-on-2 instead of 3-on-3. There was Pritchard with a big scoop slam. Just scooped it up, slammed him hard to the net, but he missed that elbow. And Pritchard went back to the ropes. He went high with that one. When he came down, nobody home. Cornette tried to grab Garvin, but they didn't make it. He made the tag, and they both go down now as Gibson's going to clean house with them.
The fresh man back in the ring, and that's a secret in tag team wrestling. You have to keep the fresh man in there. Now, Bob, I think last week, if Jimmy Cornette finds an opportunity to put one of the Rock and Roll out of action, he will not hesitate to go ahead and do it. And that was demonstrated just a few minutes ago. And now we see Ricky Morton not at the ring. First of all, I was confused. I thought it was Robert Gibson at first, but it is Ricky Morton. And now, basically what it is, it's the Heavenly Bodies with Cornette in the corner against Garvin and Gibson.
The Heavenly Bodies now with a double team on Gibson. That was Stan Lane who came off of the top rope, got him right to the back.
Now that referee in the
power blow, and there's a power slam.
The referee in the ring, Mark Curtis, he's going to have. Oh, here comes Cornette.
Oh,
Cornette.
Cornette must be like the relief pitcher that comes in. He's coming in right now to mop up, I guess.
Yeah, the fireman. He's the fireman coming in.
Mop up.
It's late in the inning. Watch him. He's going to breeze. He's going to throw a fastball right down the middle.
There's a big right hand and another one now, right under the chin.
Whoa!
And Gibson just standing there looking at him.
Wait a minute, he's got Jimmy!
He wants to shake.
Wait a minute. When I see
with the
Jimmy,
hands right around the throat of Cornette. Here
Jimmy Cornette is smart. He stays close to his corner. He knows what can happen. Wait a minute, the tag to Garvin.
Ronnie Garvin, the man with the hands of stone. Don't forget, Dutch, he's involved in next week's dream match. He'll face the Dirty White Boy for the title right here next week.
Garvin is in the ring. The fresh man is in the ring. Gibson back in the corner. In goes Pritchard. The sleeper hold.
Got him in the sleeper from behind. There comes Lane.
Very good move by Stan Lane right then. Took the momentum away from Garvin. Slowed the action down just a little bit.
All right, we got all four wrestlers in the ring right now. The referee trying to get two of them out, trying to get a little order restored.
Robert Gibson on the top.
Gibson's got Lane. Here's Cornette into the ring. It's 3 against 2 in the ring right now.
Cornette's
from behind. Cornette with a big blow right to the back of Robert Gibson, and Gibson right down to the mat.
He smoked him. He hammered Robert Gibson in the corner.
He hammered him good too, Dutch. And the referee now said ring the bell. And Gibson was just about to get the stretch on Stan Lane, and again, there's the tennis racket of Cornette. Trying to go over the referee to get it after Ronnie Garvin.
Ricky Morton.
And here's Morton now with one eye with a patch on it, goes right for Cornette.
Cornette out of the ring. Stan Lane back in. Ricky Morton on the floor after Cornette. Tracy Cornette right in front of the announcer's table here.
Fans, it's wild in the ring.
Let's get out of here,
We
Bob.
got to get out of here right now. We'll be back.
Wrestling fans, Smoky Mountain Wrestling is coming live to Pippa Passes, Kentucky on Friday, December the 11th at 8 p.m. You'll see the Rock and Roll Express, Ronnie Garvin, the Mongolian Stomper, Kevin Sullivan, the Heavenly Bodies, Paul Orndorff, and more in Pippa Passes. Be sure to watch Your Mountain Television, WIMT, for more details. Also, Smoky Mountain Wrestling coming to Barberville Friday, December the 4th at the Knox Central High School at 8 p.m. Clearfield, Tennessee, the Clearfield Elementary School, Monday, November the 23rd at 7 p.m. All the stars of Smoky Mountain Wrestling, Tingman matches, all seats only $6. And Thanksgiving Thunder is coming to Hazard, Kentucky at the Memorial Gym. Thanksgiving night, November the 26th at 7:30. It's WIMT night. All kids 12 and under get in for only 57 cents. You'll see Mr. Wonderful, Paul Orndorff against Dixie Dynamite. The Fantastics take on Dutch Mantell and Jimmy Golden. A lumberjack match, Tim Horner against the Dirty White Boy. A 12-man pick the winner battle royal. One fan will win a portable stereo. Also, Kevin Sullivan takes on the former Southeastern heavyweight champion, the Mongolian Stomper, and a match where falls count anywhere in the building, the Rock and Roll Express against the Heavenly Body.
Get a close-up of this, Mr. Cameraman. Do you people up there in Eastern Kentucky, you know what these are. They're all over the place, by the way. Sure you do. It's the currency of Eastern Kentucky. It's a food stamp. I know you got a lot of them up there. So I tell you what, if they took these for admission at the Memorial Gym Thanksgiving night, you could get 2 of those little rugrats in for one of these. But of course they don't, so you're going to have to come up with 57 cents in American currency apiece. But I tell you what you do. Thanksgiving Day, after you sit down to that fine Eastern Kentucky tradition of the carving of the potted meat, then you come on down there to Memorial Gym. Rock and Roll Express, Heavenly Bodies, Falls Count anywhere in the building, tag team title on the line. And after you've enjoyed that Thanksgiving dinner that my Jefferson County tax dollars have bought your stinking family, then you come down and you enjoy the Rock and Roll Express getting slapped around like the stinking dogs they are all over the building and out in the parking lot.
Hi, fans. I'm Brian Matthews with Smoky Mountain Wrestling. We're here with White Light and Tim Horner. And Tim, you have a story to tell the fans that I think they may enjoy.
Well, thank you, Brian. You know, a few months ago, Smoky Mountain Wrestling was contacted by the Human family down in Harriman. And they had a son. His name is JT. And JT was born with a severe case of scoliosis, curvature of the spine. Well, JT had to go to Kentucky for some serious surgery. And they wanted to know if Smoky Mountain Wrestling would come in and give JT some support. And all the boys, they just jumped on and just fell in love with the little fella. He's a great kid, JT. And he made through his surgery fine, and he's coming along well. Well, his mother called me and said the one thing that helped him through this surgery was a picture that I'd given him. Said it was under his pillow, and it really touched me. And I just want to say to you, JT, that we're behind you. Not just me, Brian, and for everybody else at Smoky Mountain Wrestling, we're behind you.
Hi, I'm White Light and Tim Horner here with all my buddies and my big number one buddy here, JT. JT's going in the hospital here this week. Going to have a little surgery done, but he's a big, tough guy, ain't you, JT?
Yeah.
That's right. Men in Rock and Roll Express and Primetime Brian Lee just wanted to wish you luck. Ain't that right, Ricky?
You got that right, brother. Here's what it's all about. Children right here of the world. That's what we love.
Accommodations for this event were provided by the Fairfield Inn in Johnson City, Tennessee. Quality accommodations and world-famous Marriott hospitality at down-to-earth prices. For a 60-year Marriott tradition of warm, friendly service, visit the Fairfield Inn. To make your reservations, call area code 615-282-3335. All right, fans, with me right now, Rock and Roll. Ricky, it looks like they're determined to put one of you guys or both of you out before Thanksgiving Thunder.
Well, Bob, you know, everybody can see the only way Jimmy Cornette can get out of a match with the Rock and Roll Express and with Ronnie Garvin is using the tennis racket. Well, everybody knows that Thanksgiving Thunder is coming up this weekend. And let me tell you one thing, Jimmy Cornette, because it says it's in the Bible, and I know it's the truth. It's an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. You see, my eye might be almost out. Robert gets his hand, might be almost broken. But let me tell you something, Jimmy Cornette. You are going to have to kill the Rock and Roll Express if you don't think we're not going to show up and be in that ring, baby, because I'm telling you, rock and roll is here to stay. We're not here to play. You're looking at the new Smoky Mountain Tag Team Champions.
All right, fans, the Thanksgiving Thunder Tour begins this week. Next week, right here, Ronnie Garvin and the Dirty White Boy with a title on the line. We'll see you then. So long for now.